We say and shit. That's pretty sweet.
We're live. Hello.
Oh shit! Oh. I didn't hear the countdown. I'm sorry. Hey, we're live. Welcome back. It's hour 3. We were chatting about crew upgrades actually. So apologies. I don't know if we've decided, but we'll get to that in a bit. We've got our mark. We've got our plan. Well, maybe we don't have our plan, but it's time for killing.
Yeah, you guys are going to tell me what type of plan you want to do to kill this dude. Miss Cataby, you cased the joint, and you got some limited info. Basically, Lissa suggested that after the destruction of his gang, Master Helker is like holed up in the office of the chief docker's office, and hasn't left. Because I don't think
which is where we were basically.
That's where you were, right?
Yeah.
It's a building at the docks. It's the second story, overlooking the 2 main heavy cranes that do a lot of the cargo movement at the docks. There's one narrow, terrible little staircase that goes up to his office that would just be a nightmare to fight up. Going in the front door, it's a thing you could do. Like, you guys obviously are very good at fighting, so you could assault the place and like kick the front door down and try to rush upstairs and get him. But it'll be
only 10 of them, right?
Serious fight. Yeah, he has roughly 10 guys left, according to your casing of the place. But you also did discover, like, well, it's technically possible to get to the second floor here. The cabling of the cranes, the place the cranes are positioned. Enterprising scoundrels who are willing to like run and jump off a crane into a second story window or something would be
like finesse.
Maybe, depending on how you did it.
I have an idea.
Finesse.
My idea is this.
What is your idea?
I go to Miss Cat. Well, I'm not like going to her by her myself, but I'm talking to Miss Cataby. Do you think there might be a way to find out who's second in command right now of the Dockers and see maybe if they would like a promotion? Because we could say, look what Master Elka has done to the crew. He's run it into the ground. He's killed off most of your people. And I think that you could do a better job leading if Master Elka was out of the way. Maybe then they'll give him up without much of a fight, and then we could have, we could take our time with him, if you know what I mean.
It's not a bad idea, because if we go the other way, there won't be much left in terms of dockers anyway. Nothing left really to lead.
Right, and we might have a friend at the top then.
Do we know if any of the other dockers besides Master Helker have any connection with the Hive? Is it just Master Helker?
That's a good
Because if it's
question,
only
too.
him, we could tell them that the reason that all of the other dockers died was because of his connections with the Hive, and if they're not connected with the Hive, then we don't care about them. And all we need to do is dispose of him.
I can tell you based on your interactions with them so far and what you know in general, they're extremely loyal to Helker.
Okay.
Like extremely loyal.
Okay.
They may not know about the Hive connection. That you don't know about that, but you do know that getting them to turn on him would be very difficult.
Well, we could try it.
You could try it.
If it doesn't work, then we kill him anyway.
Guys, when the GM says it'd be really impossible. It's impossible.
Okay.
It's the kind of thing that would not seem like a good idea, but it doesn't mean you can't try it. But it's.
I mean, we would literally be giving up our position. So
Yes.
if you're giving us the hint, we should probably.
I
like
think,
the idea, though.
I think you know enough about Chief Helliers. I think you know enough about Chief Helliers that trying to get him to turn on Master Helker would be very, very, very basically impossible. If you somehow could, I don't even know. I can't think of a good way to do it actually.
Well, I was just thinking like
I mean, if we
like
convinced
do you want
him
the death
that
of the entire Dockers crew as a fucking gang, or do you want the death of just one dude and keep the Dockers intact?
Imagine
Does-
the reverse situation that you guys just did, where they came to you and they were like, "Look, just give us Rune," and nothing bad will happen to you, and you guys were like, "Fuck you, we'll fight to the death." Like it's the same thing. They're not going to give him up.
That's a very good point.
But yeah,
Does-
so what John's saying though, like think of that in the reverse. It's like, but if you make a really good argument, like, come on, guys, it's just Rune. The rest,
Yeah.
you'd be like, no, good argument. Don't care.
A really good argument to give Rune up. That'll win you over.
does Hellier or Helker have any loved ones?
My God, their names are way too similar. Why did I do that? That's
Yeah,
stupid.
I know. I was thinking that. I'm
Why
like, it's
they're
like one
so
letter
close.
different.
They're practically brothers.
I say that's not what I meant at all. His name is something else completely. It's Scannon. Chief Scannon.
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 Skelker.
Smelker and Helker.
Scannon.
Helker, Smelker.
Scannon, yeah, Scannon.
So does Scannon or Helker have any loved ones? Specifically Scannon.
Not that you know of.
Mm. But let's just kill them all. Whatever. I had an idea, but if he doesn't have any loved ones that we know of, then I don't care.
Yeah, you're in the situation now where like they've been wrecked completely. They know someone is trying to wipe them out. They've holed up in the place. If maybe they do have loved ones that they sent out of town or whatever, but you know enough through the grapevine with Salia and all this that like you just don't have a real easy way to get at them.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. That's just how it is.
That's fine. We get to kill more people. That's okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna be like, if we could kill one of his like loved ones, and then be like, the Hive did it, and then he would be like, fuck you, Hive,
Yeah, right.
and then hate Helker, but whatever.
Yeah, normally you have those kind of opportunities, but they're in like complete
Yeah.
Def Con 1 mode where everything is locked down and
Cool.
They know that someone is trying to wipe them out. They don't necessarily think that you're going to come back for them, but
I think we're like brainstorming all these ideas, and Careless is like nodding and being really polite, but he's like unpacking heavy armor and handing it out to Aldo, and he's like handing his pistol or the pistols to Miss Cat, and he's like, great ideas all around. We're going to kill them. Promise the head, and honestly, this is our best chance to ransack it. If you're worried about the dock operations, someone will fill the void. Okay, boats will come in. Don't worry.
yeah, that's true. So they'll have to hire a new chief. So do you
All right.
want to
Great.
do you want to assault the place? Do you want to like infiltrate and like try to surprise attack them? What's your avenue of approach?
I guess the only other question to ask, and I'm getting the vibe that we're gonna have to go in, but could we lure them out? Have they come out at all? Have
No.
they left? So
No.
yeah, I didn't think so.
They know that the crows want to take them out, and the crows are like capable of doing that now because they're so weak. So yeah, I don't think they're going
Okay.
anywhere.
Then no, I think it's just unless anyone else has.
Well, maybe we want
Like John's
the
telling us we got assault.
maybe
You don't-
we want the crow's
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
No, they just
I
said
don't-
they don't want to be a part of it.
I mean,
Just
there's only
She agreed to give them credit, and she'll pay you. That
Yeah.
was that you struck.
Is there any like code duello for factions like that are war? Like I'm talking like gangs in New York style shit. Like we agree that we're going to fight, and we're going to fight here, and we're going to fight fair. Blah blah blah. That kind of shit. Is there any precedent for that?
The underworld gangs sometimes do that. The city institutions and stuff like the Dockers and the Leviathan Hunters and stuff. They don't. They're not part of that world.
Okay.
But like if you were going after the crows, you could be like, meet us here for a gang fight or something.
Okay.
But yeah, these guys, they're not going to do that.
Do we know where they're holed up? Right.
Yep. You've
Okay.
been there. You know the
we
layout
were
of
there yesterday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just sneak in. I think we just sneak in because we can't get them to leave, and
Yeah, you really
we've
can't.
already done the whole setting a building on fire thing. So I think we just go for it.
Yeah, if you want to question him, that's probably not the best approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. So yeah, so you're sneaking. You're gonna try to get the second story access, sneak in via the cranes, and then ambush them in the office.
Yeah.
Sure.
Instead of fighting your way up the staircase. Okay.
Engagement roll?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I just like while we're planning this, I just look at everybody in the crew. Just so we're all aware, Helker's mine, and that's the end of it. Is that all right with everybody?
You got it?
Sure.
All right.
Just make sure that we get information out of him before you kill him, please.
Oh, I'll get everything out of him, including information, his entrails, possibly his deepest, darkest secrets. Don't worry about that.
All right. Let's do it. So you start with 1 die for your engagement roll for sheer luck.
Mm-hmm.
Is the operation particularly bold or daring? No,
Assault
not
to
really.
the base.
Assaulting a base, they know we're coming. 4v10.
You're sneaking in though, right? You're not kicking the front door down. Doesn't seem very bold to me.
Damn, John.
So we're
I'll
going to kick the
remember
door
you said
in.
that when I make my roll to jump off the crane into a second-story window.
Oh, that's how. Oh, okay. All right. If that's the plan, if Careless Firm is leaping from the top of the crane and crashing through the window into the office, then that is bold and daring.
It sounds like a finesse roll, right?
I will. That is the opposite of finesse.
It's a tiny window. It's a big jump. It's
It is. That would be prowl, is what you'd be doing, Jeff.
okay.
Yeah. But yes, if that is the plan, then I will give you a bonus die for bold and daring, for sure. That's 2.
We don't all have to get in that way, right?
You're following him. You're following him through the window, I think, is what.
Okay, cool. Not from the crane, though? Why would you
yeah.
jump from the crane into it if we could just, like, walk into the window?
Because he wants the bonus die to
Because
the.
I'm a motherfucking daredevil, and that's
Okay.
Yeah, presumably the rest of you will sneak up to a position where once he breaks the window, you can sneak in, or whatever.
Okay.
Sneaking in.
I would argue it shocks them too, like literally.
Yeah, element of surprise.
You're getting the bonus die for that, essentially, yeah. Okay, so that's 2. Is the target vulnerable? Hit them where they're weak? No, it's their headquarters. They are actually totally prepared for this. So that's -1 die. So you have 1. Your friends or contacts provided aid or insight to the operation. Yes, Salia and has figured all this out, and put you on the track for Helker. So that's a bonus die. And they are higher tier.
Mm-hmm.
This is their HQ, so that is -1. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You have 1 die left.
Wow.
If your engagement roll.
Great.
A D6.
It's going to be a 6. Yeah.
A D6.
All right, John.
And I can't use insight on an engagement roll or anything like that, right? Or foresight or
No.
yeah. Okay.
This would as for new viewers out there, just to let you know, this roll determines the starting situation when they engage their enemy. So as Careless Firm leaps from the crane and it goes crashing, we'll see.
Well,
whether
this is the overall. I'm going to make a prowl roll to go through the window. Right?
Yeah, we're going to do engagement to see your position, and then then you're going to open with presumably a desperate prowl roll. But we'll
so
see.
D6, you said, right?
D6 for engagement. Yep.
Ready?
What's your starting situation? How is it?
It's a 6.
Oh snap!
Can I just take a minute?
Oh my god.
Just go ahead and say that's 2 weeks in a row of either critting or just rolling a straight 6 on the engagement.
Very
Dude,
nice.
It's totally worth it. So you can set your dice how you want them. That's totally worth it.
It's going to help with my prowl, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's good news and bad news for you, right? Because it's not desperate. But
God damn it! All right,
I know, but it means a controlled position when the action starts. So you guys get into position, and maybe this is what I'm picturing. So we cut to the scene. The last word, you guys have snuck up the outside of the building and like shimmied along the sides towards where the chief's windows are. There's like these metal shutters that he, sort of like Venetian kind of shutters that he looks out onto the docks with. There's lights in there. You've seen guys prowling back and forth. There's like guys on the roof with rifles and everything, and you've snuck up into position to try to like pry off one of these shutters and make your entrance. And Careless is gonna do his insane maneuver. But with a controlled roll here, I think it makes sense. Maybe one of you, maybe Rune, she's the sneakiest. Maybe Rune is able to like actually get the window open. So Careless, your leap, instead of crashing through it and alerting everyone, you like get to actually ambush the first dude in the room. You like fly through the window at him.
How am I the sneakiest? I only have 2 in prowl.
I think that's the best in the group, though, isn't it?
No, I got a 3.
No, he has 3.
Oh, all right, nice.
I think I'm second best.
Sweet.
I think with how well the setup went, then like we went up there with the plan for me to jump through the window, but we just go up there and the window's just already open or something like that. And I'm like, I guess we'll just go in and begin the killing, and you come in behind me.
Yeah, the timing is perfect. There's you see into the office as you creep through the window here, Jeff. You're gonna make a controlled prowl roll.
Okay.
Helker isn't in the office. It's the office you met him in before. There's his desk and stuff. There's like, how many would they put in here? There's four guys in here.
Okay.
Armed, and they're like on the lookout and they're ready. And we see the guy like Lord of the Rings, the ring wraith, like looking over the thing while everyone's hiding. He looks out the window and like doesn't see you, and then when he turns his back, you're like,
Okay.
right through.
So great effect then, you think?
Yep, controlled great effect. You're backstabbing this dude, right?
No bonus dice?
You can push yourself. I think the Devil's Bargain. Do I have a Devil's Bargain? Yeah, like I think an easy Devil's Bargain is you can make an example of this guy. Like you ambush him, but then you kill him in some brutal fashion that everyone else in the room sees. That would give you a bonus die, but obviously.
But it would take away the element of surprise.
Yeah, element of surprise. Yeah, it would.
I'll go with the element of surprise, and we'll see how it goes. If that's okay with everybody.
Yeah.
No, not well. Not well.
The good news is on controlled, a miss is sort of a soft miss, right? Because you have a controlled situation, everything doesn't fall apart right here. There's a moment you're just about to make your move, and it's the classic like thief, dishonored, stealth game situation where this guy turns his back to you, but then his buddy is looking at the window, and you're like, oh shit.
That has never happened to me.
Yeah. That's that worst case in the stealth game where you realize, oh, that guard's looking at that guard. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just in the window behind him, like unsheathing my sword, and the guy looks at me, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, he doesn't see you, but
It's
he's
annoying.
buddy. You can tell that he'll see it when you come out of the window and attack this guy. So you can give up on sneaking and try a different approach. No one has seen you yet, or you can make a risky prowl roll now and like try to get him anyway, even though this guy is.
I think I'll just skirmish. I think in Careless's calculating mind, he gets up there and is like, well, it's not going to be quiet.
Oh, I get it.
Could I have sent like Myth in for the other guy across?
Yeah. You have an opportunity
So-
because of the engagement roll. You can make a controlled roll as well.
Okay. Well, it's just 3d6 for Myth.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't like.
but you're trying to send him in like sneakily, right? So he gets to ambush the guy.
Right. So like while Careless is killing the one dude by the window and the other guy across sees him, that like moment of when he sees him, he also gets taken out by Myth.
Gotcha. Okay, I see.
So that the element of surprise is still, people are still, no one has heard anyone yell, like no alarms have been tripped or anything.
Right. Gotcha.
Oh, it's just 2 guys? I thought you said it was 4. Just 2
There
guys.
are 4, but I think Rune is trying to cover for you essentially when Firm is like, fuck it, I'll just skirmish this guy. She's like killing the dude who's gonna notice that.
Oh, okay.
So then you can go after the other 2, yeah.
Yeah, so roll 3d6 for Myth. Let's see if you can keep the
Let's just skip the roll and just go straight to the crit, right?
Almost.
She did get a 6.
6, nice. And your skirmish roll, Jeff. You want to make a risky?
Yeah. A risky one. Okay.
It's risky now. Yeah.
Great effect still.
No, standard effect now.
Standard. Okay.
Oh yeah, you guys are the stress tracker now.
6.
Nice.
Dude,
Nice.
nice.
So the opposite window, as Careless is stabbing the one dude, you just see like kind of black smoke pool over the edge of the windowsill and like form underneath the window and then like form into Myth as he like kind of silently takes out the guy across. So now we're down two guys.
We get to kill him.
You stabbed the one.
You don't kill your guy, Jeff, but Myth Myth has the ambush attack. So we see the guy, like we've seen this many times, right? The guy's watching and Careless comes through the window and he starts to stand up and we see Myth's eyes like burning in the darkness behind him. And then he like bites the guy on the spine. And the guy like tries to cry out, but his spine is being severed. And he just like gets pulled down. What do you do to this guy? You don't kill him, but you seriously wound him with your attack, Jeff.
I think it's kind of a weird, gross scene in the sense that he like slowly he puts one hand on his shoulder and runs the sword through his like back on the other.
Oh yeah, we like see it
Not
come
even
out.
full blow, but like through it. Yeah, like through his shoulder. Not his shoulder, but his non-vital chest. It's like a.
Yeah. And he sees the blade like shrink come out into his view, and he's like not dead. We see he's about to do something. He's about to react and fight back. Aldo and Miss Cataby though are right. They're on either side of the window. You guys are able to step in and do whatever you're doing. You guys still have the element of surprise right now, so you can do something to the other two guys in the room. Presumably, they haven't done anything yet.
So Aldo,
One
if you
is
crush his
yes, one is over by the stairs. He's like watching the door into the office.
Well,
There's no way to like sneak up on these guys without them seeing us, right?
You can make an attack on them right now that they won't be aware of. You can rush them or shoot them or whatever. They're not aware of you. Actually, sneaking up to them, you can make prowl rolls if you want as your opening move to try to sneak somewhere. That's fine too.
And if I shoot, like everyone will be alerted at that point too.
Everyone in the building will hear a gunshot. Yeah, they might not necessarily instantly know what's going on, but yeah, they would.
Well, I think that me and Cataby, I think we can just like look at each other and like nod. And I got 3 in hunt as well, so.
Oh shit! So it's like coordinated fire.
Oh
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. We take the other 2 guys out with guns.
Yeah. A little marked takedown. Ghost Recon style. Nice.
I like that.
Yep. I just look at Cataby. Ready?
As I'll ever be.
Let's do this.
I mean, this is your best chance, right? These guys are higher tier than you, so in a fight, they're actually hard to deal with. But 2 controlled hunt shots here can potentially controlled and great effect. They're not ready to fight yet.
So make your controlled and
so you guys, if you want to, you can do a group action. So you both can roll and someone can lead. You know, we've done that before.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in
I'll
position
lead.
to do that. So yeah, and then we'll take the best result from the 2 of you.
Okay.
You have 3 in hunt?
Yep.
Okay.
Does anyone want to push themselves for a bonus die?
Well, I will use foresight in this situation to give Zeke an extra bonus die.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, chat. Miss Cataby should have 1 stress. I'm just marking it right now from helping before. So, there you go.
I have 2 also.
All right. So 1 bonus dice. Controlled. Great. Here comes. 6.
And I still roll 2?
Yeah, you still roll 2.
Yeah. Oh, if you get a crit.
Yeah, right.
Controlled.
It's happened before.
You said control great?
Control great. Yep.
Sorry, thanks.
Nice.
Okay, but
No stress.
We
to
hit.
you. You both
yeah.
pull off your shots. Bam, bam. Same time, those guys go down. Boom. Once he slumps against the door to the stairs, the other guy tips over backwards in Master Helker's chair. Jeff, the guy that you stabbed, he twists around because you're behind him, but he's twisting, the blade in his own body kind of, and he cries out, ah! and you can see, like digging into his ribs and his clavicle. But he's not fighting expertly or anything. He's been horribly wounded by you behind him. He's trying to like whip back and elbow you, spin around and get the sword out of your hand, push you out the window, whatever he can do. He's just like going crazy on you, skirmishing you, obviously.
So he rolls?
You're gonna, well, if you're fighting back,
I roll. Okay.
You're gonna skirmish. It's gonna be risky and limited effect.
Crit.
Holy shit.
Boom. Fuck yeah.
Standard effect, which is enough to finish this guy off. So he tries to push you out the window or do something, but what do you do to him?
I think in his struggle and like with the gunshots going off, Careless like doesn't pay him any mind at all, pulls a sword out and then runs it through the back of his neck and then shoves him over and makes his way into the window.
Nice. So he's flailing and fighting, and you're just like shink.
It's like go to sleep now type of moment. Just and like just steps over his body into the room.
Nice. All right, that's four of their 10 down.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Here upstairs, you hear like boots, running, and you hear downstairs, you hear someone shout like, "Clive, hey, shit!" And you hear boots, dun, 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 like moving around downstairs. What do you do?
So we're in the second floor, just to draw a picture for everyone. We're in the second floor where we did meet with Helker, right? He's obviously not here. There was 4 guys. The safe is in here.
Maybe. Yeah.
They would have to go up the stairs now. Like we have the high ground now. Anakin is what you could say, I suppose.
You don't see a safe. There's no like big safe sitting on the floor or anything. Maybe it's hidden in here somewhere. And you hear boot noises from upstairs and the roof, and then like another stair sound. But it's hard to tell where it is. Why don't you guys give me a group study roll here? Let's see.
Okay.
All those got the good study, right? Or is it?
Yeah.
Everyone.
I have 2.
You're all there together. You can all roll.
But who's leading? I guess. Or are you just saying just all of us do it in general?
Well, you can do it independently if you want to have independent results. If you want to all know what the enemy is about to do next, then you should do a group roll.
Okay, I have 0s. Who's got? I heard
1.
I have 2.
Someone, Miss Cadby, want to lead then, if that's okay?
That's fine.
Unless we don't need. I mean, do we only need one person to roll, or do we want to do a group action?
I'm gonna base the initiative on this roll because the enemy's about to do
Okay.
something surprising.
That's fine. Let's just do it.
Controlled standard then, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
I got a 3.
6.
I got a 3 also.
I got a crit.
Crit. A crit on a study.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, so
Although fucking knows exactly what's happening.
Cadby takes 1 stress for that?
2.
2? Okay.
I failed.
2
I
stress.
got 3 6s.
And
Oh,
although
I got a 2 and a 1. Never mind. I was looking at someone else. I failed. Carol is really not paying attention.
So Jesus. Once again, the last word rides the wave of crits to success. So you hear this boot noise. You hear downstairs. You hear like what it sounds like they locked the other door. Like there's the office door, and then at the bottom of the stairs there's a door, and it sounds like they locked it. Then there's boot noise from, and then it kind of gets quiet. But although you instantly you look at the bookcase and you realize it's a door, and you can hear like a slight scrape of a boot, and we get a cutaway in the TV show. The camera like pans through the bookcase into the secret space beyond, and there's 2 guys there. They both have blunderbusses, and they like quietly like click back the hammers.
Aldo hears everything.
And they look at each other and nod like 1, 2, and they're about to like shoulder the door open and open fire with shotguns.
Wait, so we
when
heard.
when you said bookcase, I just pictured Aldo like looking, like glancing at a bookcase and going like, wait a minute, that guy didn't know that book.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's a forgery.
Yeah. No. No, that's not right.
Yeah, I think that is what happens. But while you're noticing that, you see the bookcase door start to open.
So you said that there's doors that locked downstairs too?
Yeah, it sounds like they, instead of coming up the staircase after you, they're like nope, and they lock you in. They lock the bottom.
Oh, okay. So they locked the door at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys have,
so I'm standing next to this bookcase, right?
you're right there. It's
I'm gonna fucking wreck the bookcase in on them.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm just gonna fucking like
Push it on top of them, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. And you want to take them both out? Is that your goal? Like,
fuck yeah, I do.
Maybe not kill them necessarily, but
At
like
least knock them out.
once, right?
Yeah,
Disarm them.
make them prone.
So it's two tier 3 guys with shotguns. Yeah, that's desperate. That's definitely desperate.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna say.
I'm going to push myself.
I mean, he's not fighting them. He's pushing the bookcase on top of them.
Yeah. I think unless you push yourself for effect, it's gonna be.
I'm going to be not to be trifled with.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, perform a feat of physical force that verges on the superhuman.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh.
He is shattering that shit on those guys.
Are you weaponizing the bookcase basically? Or you're using it as a battering ram to smash these dudes?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. That is a feat of physical strength bordering on superhuman. Yes. So you can totally do that. Do you want to use your push for a bonus die, or do you want to improve the effect level of your roll? If you improve the effect level, you can take them out. I'll say you can take them both out.
Okay, what is the effect?
It's standard right now.
It's standard right now?
Desperate standard right now.
Okay, so let's see. Desperate, and I can make it great effect, or I can have another bonus or one bonus dice.
Right.
Great.
And it's desperate because you're charging 2 dudes with shotgun. Like they may just shoot as you.
Oh, no.
Right?
All those like, where have I heard this before?
No, I'm just saying like that may be the difference between like, okay, what happens? Great effect takes them out. Standard effect.
It'll hurt them. Like they'll be another skirmish round away from being taken out.
Okay.
Weaponized bookcase is basically Aldo in a nutshell. Well done, Plug.
But doesn't that, not to be trifled with, like make a great effect or not?
It would, but these guys are way higher tier than you, so you're
Okay.
starting out really low, and you're like.
Oh,
fighting.
I see. Okay, so on a normal thing, it would be great effect since these guys are higher standard.
These guys are much more experienced, tougher. They have better weapons and armor and stuff. They're just tougher opponents. So.
Okay, we'll risk it with the great effect. I'll try and if shit goes real bad, I'll try and fucking resist the harm, but fuck
Shit
me.
go real bad.
I believe in you, Zeke.
All right.
I believe in Aldo. That's a shirt.
Desperate effect +1 bonus die.
How many dice do you have, Zeke?
I have 3 in rec.
Okay.
So it's going to be 3 great effect, and
Let it roll, bro.
Oh,
let it bro. Here we go.
3 dice. Okay.
Oh fuck!
Oh boy.
Oh no! There was going. See, they turn so quickly. The dice
my
turn on you
God.
so
What
quickly.
the fuck?
The
I
dice.
studied it, and then I got fucked.
This seems like a good idea.
You
Turn
got
on
to
him.
Around, drops the
Bitch.
bookcase on himself.
turn the tables off. You certainly.
Remove.
Yeah, removing all though.
Oh no.
So yeah, I think it's their tier. I think these guys are very capable fighters. They're not as vulnerable as you hoped they would be, Aldo. So you smash the bookcase. It breaks right along the seam where the secret door is. It's supposed to open to the room, but you like smash the hinges backwards, so the thing breaks into and books spill everywhere. But instead of smashing these dudes in the face with it, it's like bullet time, our Matrix moment. The thing is breaking apart. One of the guys turns and sets his shoulder into it, and like you push him backwards with your strength, and he slides away. And the other guy just like John Woo's backwards, falling backwards onto his butt in the secret hallway, and lets the shotgun go at point blank range. So everyone else in the room, you see Aldo just turn and like smash this bookcase down, and then there's this thunderous report from the shotgun, and Aldo stands stock still there for a second, blocking the doorway. You got this other guy right in your face, Aldo with his shotgun.
Okay.
I think we've seen this before, where Aldo charges dudes and gets shot at point blank range.
Jesus.
It is fatal harm, Zeke. I have to tell you. You're getting blasted by a tier 3 enemy with a shotgun right in your chest. So you can resist that, or you can die. So
Hold on.
You have armor, right?
Yeah, we have armor and stuff, of course. But
Heavy armor.
Jeff said everyone was going heavy load today, so you can tick off your armor to knock it down to level 3 harm instead, and you can resist it to knock it down to level 2 harm if you want.
oh, so there's level 4 harm. This is happening right now.
Level 4 is fatal, yeah.
Okay.
So you have armor, so
level
it's only
4
level
harm.
3.
Armor knocks it down to 3. I'm gonna do that, of course. I'm gonna take my armor off.
Yeah, and you could, because you guys are wearing, you decided to be heavy load, you could have heavy armor. So if you want to mark your armor and your heavy armor,
Yes.
that'll knock it down to level 2.
And the way that works is
Oh.
like that's basically like 2 resists, right?
Yeah, two
Attempts.
reductions of harm essentially.
Okay. So that means 0 armor from here on out.
0 armor from here on out.
Okay. And then I can knock it from 2 to 1.
If you resist, you can.
If I resist, okay,
Wait,
which I will.
So heavy armor lets you do it once, and then you still have like another armor, correct?
Normal armor is 1 use. Heavy armor is a 2nd use.
Okay, got it.
So you want to resist, Zeke?
Yeah. Prowess, right?
Prowess. So mark both your armors off,
Yep, they're gone.
and then I think I can do that. Oh, you guys can't see the sheet. Never mind. And then you're gonna click your prowess to resist. Nice, you already did it. All right, cool. So you take 3 stress.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doot.
Shotgun blast, level 1 harm.
Level 1 harm. Hulk
Also that gunshot is level 1 harm as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
now-
have 2 level 1 harms now.
Good thing you have a doctor girlfriend.
I know.
Just gonna put the same thing in again. Yeah. So now, your effect level against these guys is gonna be real low coming up. It's gonna start at 0 basically. So what we see is this guy blasts you. We see all those armor that he's wearing under his clothes get blasted away. Part of it like comes undone and the breastplate swings out and hits the floor. This heavy like piece of metal clonk sideways. The guy in the hallway breaks open his shotgun. The shells come out and he quickly pulls out another pair to reload it. The guy in your face, Zeke, you're like right up there in his face. What he's trying to do. You can skirmish with him. The rest of you can do stuff too. But he switches. He's going to try to butt you backwards with the shotgun and then level it on the room and try to catch you and whoever else is there in the blast.
Leveling it on the room, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got these short kind of pirate blunderbusses that are made to scatter with, not chain shot, but like little bits of metal and pieces of shot and stuff. So that's what he's trying to do. Zeke, you can skirmish with him if you want. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to skirmish as well. After the shot goes off and Aldo like staggers back or whatever, I do my Terminator sprint in that direction to engage.
Okay. You and Aldo like team up on the guy in front, or are you going to try to get past them to the other shotgun guy?
If there's a guy leveling the gun on the room and I can see him, you said I can see him?
Yeah.
No, I go right past him and go at that guy.
Okay.
There's just there's only 2 guys in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you can see beyond. It's dark, but you can see they came down a staircase probably from the roof, and there are other guys. You can hear them. So there may be other guys coming down the stairs.
You want me to roll skirmish?
You and Zeke are rolling skirmish.
Is it desperate?
Yeah, it is desperate for you. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I did. Okay, that first gunshot wound, I paid. That's right. I paid like 3 times to get that out of there.
Oh, that one was gone?
Yeah, I paid once. Let it fester for a while.
You're right.
And then I paid 2. So I only got 1 level 1 harm. I forgot about. Yeah, I had to take 3 times to do that, but it's gone now.
I forgot.
So I do still have the shotgun blast. This current one.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna do not to be trifled with. Then, so to activate that is 1 stress, right? 2. Okay. And then so that gets me what effect? Then I'm gonna push for effect.
So it's by default it's desperate limited.
I have a weapon,
desperate.
by the way, my sword.
Yeah, you have a fine weapon, right? Which they're tier 3, so that's they're still above you. It's desperate limited to start.
Limited start.
Yep.
And I get a bonus dice because I'm a daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
you're
you're
6.
Jesus,
Nice.
a lot of dice.
And am I rolling that too?
You are. You are
Okay.
also.
And I get experience.
And what is is mine still desperate?
What are you trying to do? So this guy's trying to basically shoot all of you.
I'm trying to disarm him.
Okay. Then.
Well, this is the guy right in front of Aldo that you're asking, or were you asking about the guy that I'm going after? That
The
you
guy-
said double the gun at the room.
The guy in front of Aldo.
Okay.
Trying to disarm him. Yeah, that's desperate again, Zeke.
Okay.
And I think you can do that. You're all hooked out, so standard effect. If you do it, you can do it. He's not strong enough to stop you from doing it. So
Okay.
5.
okay, so he's going to attack you, Aldo, and you're going to disarm him, but he's going to get an attack in on you. And Marcus and Ann, you guys jump in here too. Where like everything's kind of happening at once.
Okay.
Send the dog.
Yeah.
Uh,
You want to go ahead, Ann? I'll probably
Sure,
fire because I'm not going to skirmish.
So I have 2 things. Can I like roll for myth and then do an action as rune?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
cool. So
here's the current situation. Aldo, this guy cracks you in the face with the butt of his gun, and that'll be level 2 harm.
My God.
But you take it and then you flip the gun out of his hand and send it flying. You can take the harm or you can resist again if you want to. You're out of armor, so
Yeah.
that's all you left.
you take 2 stress.
2 stress.
And no harm for you. I'll just let you avoid that instead of knocking it down. You just dodge it basically.
Okay.
So that guy's still up. He's fighting Aldo now. He's barehanded, still engaged with Aldo. Careless steps past and engages Shotgun Man, who he gets his gun reloaded at the last second, but doesn't have time to shoot. He tries to parry Careless's sword and fails. And your blade hits him in the chest, and you feel it bite into his armor, and it like scrapes up his shirt, and his shirt falls open. As he scrambles backwards, you see some tattoos going down his neck with his like Dr. Sailor tattoos. But you're right in his face, just like stabbing away, right? So
Okay.
he tries to make space, and he brings the shotgun to bear at close quarters with you. He's not taken out, but you've fucked up his armor essentially.
So
Comes running
Yeah.
in, right?
so one of them is still armed, is the one that's fighting Careless.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. 4.
Yes.
All right.
It's a real mini crit.
Yeah.
Fail.
So I'm gonna, I guess, have Myth engage the one that's still armed to, I guess, try and, because since he is holding a gun, it seems like the most dangerous person right now.
Yeah. So let me figure out your effect here. I don't think you can take him out. Let me just double check my mental calculations here. You guys are tier 1. Myth is an expert. He's tier 2. They're tier 3. Yeah. Okay. So this guy, he levels the shotgun at Careless, and then Myth sort of flows past as smoke, partially materializes next to Careless, and gets his jaws down on the guy's forearm and drags the shotgun offline. And the guy, he doesn't shoot it. He just wrestles with Myth. Blood is pouring out of his arm. and he's struggling trying to get the gun back in line. He doesn't. You can see it in his eyes, Careless. He's like, he has to drop the shotgun and go for his weapon on his belt, his pistol or a knife or whatever he has there. Or keep struggling with his dog, and you're right there with your blade, right? So he's just like, oh, shit. Behind him, the first guy comes down the stairs. Marcus, you can see him actually past Aldo in this short hallway.
I still wanted to do something as Rune if possible.
Oh yeah,
well, because you said that I thought this building was only 2 stories, but you're saying they're coming down from downstairs. So are they like on a roof?
Yeah. They're coming
okay,
down.
so they're outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna use Tempest.
Yeah.
So that's 2 stress to activate.
Yeah. I should have seen that coming a mile away.
Uh-huh.
Those
Nice.
guys
So
are like,
they're on.
damn
the
it,
roof, right?
classic Rune.
They wouldn't by any chance be wearing targets on their chest, would they?
Or
It's
like
not targets,
suits of,
it's full suits of
metal.
water and tinfoil, actually.
It's the
Okay,
new
so
look.
I'm gonna hit the roof with a lightning storm or bolts of lightning.
This is pretty tricky, right? You're inside. You can't see what you're shooting at.
I'm not inside.
You're not?
Rune never went inside. Myth went
Okay,
inside.
So you're still outside the window?
Yeah. So I'm assuming that like I saw them on the roof.
You saw
and
them
everyone was inside.
back towards the staircase. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. So you're gonna like AoE them basically, like roughly wherever they're coming down the stairs. You wanna hit that with lightning. Or do you want to try to like target one of them and
No, AoE.
You want AoE? Okay. Let me figure out your effect, and then we'll see if you want to push it. So it's gonna be. It's going to be controlled, actually. You're tier 1. You have potency with your lightning. So that brings you up. Yeah, so that'll be, it's controlled in standard effect. You can hit them all and hurt them all with your lightning. If you want to push down risky, you can get great effect. But you'll be risking, you'll have to like
It's like, do I want to resist the inevitable lightning that strikes myself?
Yeah.
Well,
You're gathering.
risky great effect is an option.
Risky great effect is an option, yes. But the risk is, electrical feedback as usual.
Yeah.
Electrical feedback.
Do it, man.
It will not be.
But there's no XP to be gained from that. That's just.
You can push it to desperate and go for extreme effect if you want. If you want to try to straight up kill these 2 guys on the stairs, you could try.
Desperate extreme effect.
Yeah.
We've never heard the word extreme.
I know.
What is this?
Okay.
I mean,
Ride the lightning. It's
I'm gonna
extreme.
go desperate. I'm gonna go desperate and just put
I love it, Anne. I fucking
I'll take the
love
XP for that.
So- Yes, but in this case, I mean, it is like you're channeling enough power to disintegrate guys. So that's the desperation, right?
How many people have the potential of being affected
2.
here?
2.
I could just like blow them up basically with
Yeah,
lightning.
and there are 2 tier 3 guys who have good armor. Like this is this is a
Think of
direct.
the badassery.
I wonder if I should use
Land.
my other foresight.
Well, and I have
Oh, you could.
I
Yeah.
have a
For sure, do it for sure.
I think so.
She's dealing with a fatal feedback if she fucking rolls like Zeke did. in there.
Yeah, and elimination of 2 people, so I'll give you an extra dice.
okay. Well, and I have a resistance roll with resolve. I get to do +1d, so I have like
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah.
I can
You're
resist.
What's it could happen?
Plus I haven't used my armor, so I'll put great effect because extreme isn't an option.
I don't think your armor counts here. I don't think so. No.
What?
Yeah.
It's
no.
okay, Anne.
Yeah.
No,
All right,
listen.
you know what?
It's fine. It's
I won't need it. Okay, desperate. I'll just put great because extreme cool isn't an option on here. And I get a bonus die.
Yeah.
And you get a bonus die. Yes.
6.
6.
Yeah.
The others are 1, 3, and a 4, though, dude. Like,
Doesn't matter. Rolled a 6. That's all I needed.
no matter.
You do
For
not,
no harm.
not channel
And to disintegrate two
electrical power through your body. You do not do that.
Listen, when people ask, by the way, because this is so funny, they're like, "Oh, that chatter has died off," but people are like, "They're never in danger." Shut the fuck up.
Oh man,
Constantly
more
in
than you might
danger.
think. Yeah.
One made it by one die. Maybe that's Marcus's foresight die that saved you. Who knows?
So to be clear, right, John? If that 6 is like, let's say it's a 5 even or a 4 or something, she's dead, right? And then she has to resist that.
Yep.
That would have been fatal harm, yeah, for sure.
But instead, what's it look like, Anne, when Rune channels fatal electrical power through herself?
Well, I've started getting better at it, right? This is like maybe the fourth time I've done this. So now the motion of putting her arms out and the electricity kind of how you can feel your hair kind of start to stand up a little bit.
Mhm.
And her eyes, instead of turning green like they normally do when she's attuning to stuff, turn kind of a bluish white. And almost like a little bit of levitation as I'm like standing there, and the normally already dark sky, you can tell that there's like almost a hurricane of black clouds gathering around the rooftop, and this like 4 or 5 like big lightning bolts just come straight out of the center of this hurricane and just strike the rooftop and hit these like 2 guys that are trying to make their way down the stairs. And there's this like deafening crack fills the sky, and like there's no time for them to react to it at all because they just got struck by lightning when there was no storm going on, and they literally just like disintegrate. Like where there were 2 people, there's now just like a cloud of black and then nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pile of ashes.
Badass. So Marcus, I think Miss Cataby, you're looking down the hallway and you hear the boot noise, dun dun dun, and then you hear this crazy lightning sound, and what you see is like blowing ash, like whoosh, come staircase instead.
And I like jump in through the window now since there's no one outside anymore.
Yeah.
So I like come in through the window and I'm just like, there were a couple guys on the roof, but they're gone now. That's it. I don't like explain anything.
They're gone now.
They're gone.
They're gone.
I just see her like the Big Lebowski, like spitting out pieces of them, like.
Yeah, it probably blows past the guys that are still fighting desperately in the hallway, and this bits of ash like sort of rain through the hallway. Beautiful. Well, it's about time for our next break. So we haven't dealt with these guys in the hall yet. They're still fighting. I think Miss Cataby has an action that held to do something probably. So maybe we can take our break and then come back and find out what she does.
Let's do it. Hour 3. It's a wrap. We got one more hour left on our new time slot on Sunday. Stick around, and we'll be back right after this break.